Hey, Andy here from builderhottub.com. In this video, we're going to check out Danny from the USA and his DIY spa and pool combo. So let's go ahead and take a look. So before we get going, always a good opportunity to say please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up, and any questions at all, please hit me up in the comments. Okay, so Danny got in touch with me, it was just over a year ago now, and he wanted to build a hot tub and a pool combo. The difference with what he was looking to do was he wanted the hot tub to overflow into the pool. Now, if you've read the blog or you watch the videos on this channel, you know that I like to keep those two waters separate. So I like to keep hot tub systems totally separate from swimming pool systems. I just think you get a better result. However, Danny was very certain about what he wanted, and the way that he wanted it to work was that he wanted the pool filter and the pool pump to actually be filtering the water, and the heater, he wanted the pool and the tub to be heated at the same temperature. So what that really meant was he relied just on the pool heater to do that. We needed to get the water from the pool, we needed to deliver that into the hot tub to allow it to fill, to then go over the overflow and then back into the pool. So there was a circulation system, if you like, that we had to put in place. Now, what we did was we tapped into the swimming pool returns. So we were sending the water not only back into the swimming pool through the swimming pool return, so you still get the circulation and the filtration, but we added an additional one to allow us to deliver the water into the hot tub, filled it up, and it then overflowed into the pool. On the hot tub side of things, we then put a separate jet pump in. We have 9 jets on Danny's setup, so it gave us quite a simple plumbing system, but an effective one that was going to meet Danny's requirements. So what did we do first? Well, I say that was my involvement. I designed the thing for him. It was over to Danny to actually build it. So firstly, he needed to excavate the backyard and get ready for the pool and the hot tub. And as you can see behind me here, that's exactly what he did first. However, his pool guys that he was getting, they were going to build him a steel framed pool, which is quite common with a liner. Perfectly great system, nice and simple, and you get a really good result. However, they wanted to build him the same kind of a system for the hot tub, and I kept saying to him that's really not going to work. And the reason that I don't believe that it works well is you can never really get the jets that are designed for liners for hot tubs. And if you can, they tend to leak quite a lot, and it's quite difficult to seal everything up because you have a lot more sort of openings on a hot tub than you do with a pool. Liners on pools are great, really great system. You get a really, really good result, and you'll see that Danny's pool looks absolutely fantastic. So what did Danny do? Well, he went to his pool guy and said, well, look, this is a system that if I get a builder in to actually lay the blocks for me, I'll do the plumbing, I being Danny. Then he was going to do it in a DIY method, and he was going to get the result that he wanted. So he was going to get a block built tub that was just going to overflow into his pool. So his pool guy was happy. He didn't have to get involved on the hot tub side of things. Danny was happy. He had the design from me. He knew what he wanted to do, and he was going to get the block builders in, or bricklayers, to actually help him with the structure. So fast forward, and as you can see behind me, first things first, he's had the pool guys in, they've put that steel structure in place, and then what his builders have done is they've actually laid a concrete slab, and they're going to start to lay the blocks for the hot tub. Doesn't take very long, a couple of days for a professional bricklayer, and if that, and they have created the structure as you can see behind me. So it's made out of CMU blocks. Those CMUs are the hollow ones. We can then drop rebar in. You can then fill that with the concrete, and you get a really solid structure for your DIY hot tub. And that was exactly what Danny was looking for. So they've built the external structure, and they've also put the structure in for the seats, as you can see. So his hot tub is well and truly on its way. What's the next stage? Well, the next stage for Danny was to actually core some holes ready for the gunite. Now, if you remember, if you've watched on the channel or on the blog, if you haven't, subscribe so you get more notifications. I had to get that in as I could. So you core a hole for a 2.5-inch pipe to take the air and the water through the blockwork into the hot tub. So Danny needed to core 9 of these. He also needed to core some holes for the suction returns and the pool return so we could send that water into the tub to allow it to overflow back into the pool. So with the holes cored, it was then time to fit the 2.5-inch pipe. He fitted the pipe and then he sealed up around the pipe before he moved on, as you can see behind me here, to fit the gunites and to fit the exterior plumbing. Now, what Danny did, which I particularly like, was before he fitted the plumbing, so he just had those bare pipes, he actually added the insulation layer, and you can see that behind me. So that insulation layer sits nicely behind the gunite bodies. It sits around that 2.5-inch pipe, and you get a really nice finish, just as he has here. With the insulation done, it was time to add the exterior plumbing, and that's exactly what he did. Now, once he had the plumbing in place, it was then to turn his attention to the interior of the hot tub. And the first thing he needed to do was to fill in the seat voids, and he did that with block and with concrete. Then it was time to actually seal up the interior and the exterior of the tub. So for the interior, he's used a product called Hydroflex, and that's the pink colour pot that you can see behind me here. A couple of coats on the interior, and that's given him a really nice sealing. Now, on the exterior, he's used a waterproofing agent. That's the white paint that you can see. It's not paint, it's actually waterproofer. So he's waterproofed both the interior and the exterior of those blocks. And remember, every little helps when it comes to waterproofing. With the waterproofing done, it was then over to his guys to actually finish some of the surrounding area. So the image that you can see behind me of the tub, the plumbing's finished, the waterproofing has been done. Now they need to put they actually backfilled quite a lot of the concrete. They've got some rebar in, ready to actually pour the concrete around the pool itself. Once that was done, it was then time for some tiles, and the tiles that Danny's chosen are beautiful. They are circular mosaic tiles. I love the black and the white colour, really contrasts really nicely. And as you can see on the picture behind me, it looks fantastic. So what Danny did then was he actually tiled the interior, and then he wanted to water test. So he connected up the return from the pool, and that enabled him to then pump water into the hot tub and then over the overflow. As you can see behind me, that all tested out really nicely, and he was ready to then go ahead and finish the exterior of the tub. To finish the exterior of the tub, Danny's built a exterior wall, so he was kind of creating a cavity. On top of that cavity, there is a coping stone that again you could see on the water testing video. To finish off the exterior wall, Danny's then cladded it with a brick-like cladding. It looks absolutely beautiful. So, what does the finished product look like? Well, check this out. How good does that look? Before we finish, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hope you found this video useful. Danny, that is a beautiful build. Really pleased for you, my friend. Hope you found this video useful. Thanks for watching. I will see you on the next video. If you've liked this video, please do like, share and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you on the next video.